Welcome back to another great show of the Power Play Show with your hockey coach, Guru. Coach Frenchy back in the house tonight. We are going to talk a little bit more about the 9/11/01. Of course, great day. All the ceremony. I just watched the New York Yankees and the New York Mets ceremony before the game, and it was really amazing to see that, to be honest with you. Some of you maybe was not born, but 20 years ago I was born for a long time ago. But, so we remember that day, and, the life we are today is changed that day. That event changed everything. And we lost a lot of people, and, I just wish, pray for them and pray for all the families. So great ceremony in baseball today to mention this. And it was like I mentioned, touching, everything like that. So tonight, as a background, we're going to never forget. And that's the best way to do this tonight. But again, tonight is a Saturday. And the Saturday night, let's talk about Montreal. Yes, I may be shocked a lot of people today when I said, why not to trade Gallagher and Chiarot? And we're going to talk about this tonight. We're going to talk about also the rookie camp and Montreal Canadiens. We're going to talk about who is there, why they are there. And then finally, tonight we talk about Jan Mizak. I'm going to give you a report of his report of what the people think about him, what he need to get better, and what he's trying, everything like that. So going to be that. And of course, it's the semifinal jersey, best jersey in NHL. And we're going to do this a little bit later on the night. And of course, at the end of the night, we have the Frenchy quiz, the number one quiz around the YouTube channel. Tonight, only one team, the Quebec Nordic and the Colorado Avalanche. So we mix both of the two teams together, and that's what's happening tonight for the Frenchy quiz. So I think it will be interesting to see this. A little bit know about the history of the Quebec Nordic. So that's what's happening. So welcome, everybody. Hopefully you have an amazing, great Saturday. It was a long day for me. Start at 7 o'clock this morning. 5 games to ref, U18. So I'm not tired. It's just my leg are tired, not me. Me, I'm pretty great. But the leg are a little bit hurting right now, but it's not end of the world. So thanks to be a part of the show. Don't forget, the only homework you have to do, guys, is, of course, is always the same. Please click on the likes. We really appreciate it. Can we get 30 tonight? Who knows? Talking about 30. Why not talk about another milestone? The Hockey Nation Show crossed the number 1,800 subscriber for the Hockey Nation. So thanks for each one of you to subscribe to the show. We are, I believe, at 8. 1,805 or something like that. So we are targeting the 900, and then after that, the 1,900, and then after that, the 2,000. Can we get a 2,000 before we start the season? That's something we have to figure out, everything on that. You guys, you look like you're talking in the chat. Here we are, Reggie. Thank you so much, Reggie. I appreciate that. That's very nice from you. Look like you guys, we are rock and roll the chat right now. I'm not there yet. But I'm coming there to each one of you. We'll be here until the end of, I don't know, when we are done. That's how we know we start at 9 o'clock. The key is we never know what time we finish. Sometime 10:30, sometime 11, sometime 11:30, sometime midnight. And we did one time this week, 12:35, I believe. So we'll be really interesting about that. Yes, Reggie, RIP 9/11. Yes, absolutely right. Let's jump in a little bit more about all the way up. 7 member, welcome aboard. I maybe missed a couple of people. Of course, Ronnie Odette is in the house tonight. Et Nicolas de la belle province de Québec dans la région de Sherbrooke, qui est de retour ce soir. Welcome aboard, Nicolas. Thanks to be a part of the show again. Directly from Toronto, Ontario, number one fans of Montreal Canadiens. Welcome back, The Wolf, the number one Frenchy quiz winner since the beginning of the summer. Mr. Inor Tap in the house tonight. Sometimes we call the bud, sometimes we call the monkey, sometimes we call him the boy, but at the end of the day, we call him, of course, Bud the monkey boy in the house. Directly from Newfoundland au Canada, dans la belle province de Newfoundland. Here we go. That's what it's about. It's in Canada. Directly from the north. Maybe she's in St. John. We don't know if you are in St. John. If you are, awesome. Miss Ellen K. Directement de la belle province de la British Columbia. We talk about Newfoundland. We have to go all the way to the west to find Monsieur Régent Beaulieu. Reggie. Chris Bro. Chris is back in the house tonight. Welcome, buddy. Thanks for being joining us tonight. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. Chris. Kelly is the next captain, heart and soul. Yes, possible. And again, we're going to talk about this tonight. I never said we have to trade him. It's just a question. Don't say, Coach said he's going to trade him. No. I just said we're going to talk about this tonight. What do you think? Is it a trade bait? Do you think you can trade him? We're going to talk about this next minute. Goodbye, Gallagher, Bob Biron, Jonathan Drouin, and Arturi Lekonen should be trades from Ronnie Odette. And on top, RIP, yes, sir. Another said, trade Chiarot, his price is right, but not Galley. Without Weber, Chiarot is the physicality strongest man on the team. You're absolutely right, Chris, about that one. Great point. And again, we're going to talk about this. We're going to bring some element why we should trade him. I don't say we have to trade him this week. Can we trade him at the trade deadline? Can we sign him? If you sign him, what do you do with Norlander? What do you do with Romanov? Right? All those questions, we'll talk about this. What you do with all the prospect behind Chiarot. So, Joseph Lamb, directly from Houston, Texas. Michael Rubenstein, the Walker dog in the house tonight. Max Gilden scored a goal on the night tonight, and Kucherov never scored on night. This Gilden better Kucherov. I don't think so, but that's okay. Thank you so much, Reggie, for the super chat. I appreciate it a lot. Johnny Golden. Moncton, St. John. Sometimes it's Moncton, sometimes it's St. John. Depends, but we know one thing. Johnny is always in the New Brunswick, so welcome aboard. The Bird back in the house. The Raven Bird in the house tonight. Hello, and I'll tap and the monkey, Johnny, and with Stephen and all yo-yo-yos. Thank you, Michael Rubenstein. Nicolas, hey, Adrien Bourgon back in the house tonight. Maybe Adrienne, she's with Kelly. We don't know. Adrienne, she DM me all the time on Twitter. I love when she texts me or DM me on Twitter. Thanks, Adrienne, to it. Dixon Automotive Group in the house tonight. Hi, Coach. I really like your video. Way to go. You are the best. Thank you so much. Atterrien or Aternir, I don't know, but I look like he's Russia, I believe. So thanks to very nice for me. Where are you coming from, by the way? We like to know where you're coming from. We are part of the family, and very kind and nice to say those kind of words. So thanks again. Awesome, Atterrien, here we go. Gallagher et Chiarot sont très importants de Montréal, il ne faut pas les échanger. I feel bad for Norlander, he avait un horrible game today. Hey, Michael, Here we go. We all go through all the all the people. Can we see Slide tonight? I don't know. Can we go to see Dan Asham? I don't know. Where is Atlanta? I don't know. Where's Michael Rosenblatt? I don't know. Where is Kimberly? I don't know. Where is Gator? I don't know. So those people. I'm from Ukraine, but I live in Edmonton. Awesome. And I apologize. I tried to read your name. You look like it's reverse. Rinata. I think your words is reverse, but I tried to see Kyoto. The I apologize, buddy. But anyway, if you have a name, a nickname, I will appreciate a lot. Glad to see you from Edmonton. Well, my buddy have a small agent players for the junior, and he play right now a little bit north of Edmonton right now, and the AJ Alberta Junior Hockey League. I'm from, Eggblad was driving his boat through the Intercoastal with Kudas, Vahi, Weger, Jumbo Joe, and other players today. Awesome. Boston Raven, here we go. It's okay, no problem. Where is Waldo? I don't know. And then anyone thinks trading Gallagher is a good idea? That's obviously how clueless what Gallagher brings to the team: character, leadership, determination, respect. I can go on. I understand that. Rosie is afraid about the monkey. I understand that, but I improved the team. They have no choice to trade him. Yeah. Well said. So it's all the discussion. We're going to talk about this every time that. And I'm going to get all the way tonight a little bit more. And sometimes it's great. It's good to create some other way, other perspective of what sometimes the fans is thinking. I'm a hockey fan a lot. I love the Montreal Canadiens in my heart. I love Brendan Gallagher. But I'm going to give you the reason why maybe the Montreal Canadiens should trade him. And you're going to see that. I not said they have to. And I said they should. I just mentioned another way to see this. I think his value is still good for 2 years running. Yeah. Do you teach hockey? Yes, sir. I teach very well hockey. But what do you think if you could bring us not happening? Michael, did you see the cat there? Michael, did you see the cat? I don't know if you see the cat, but I see the cat fall from the stadium somewhere. Currently, QC back in the house tonight. So let's dive in right away. Hockey talk, never stop. The power play. For the new people, guys, I want to remind you, don't forget, guys, we have a live stream show every Monday, every day, 11 o'clock Eastern Time, Monday to Friday. Usually, I'm with my co-host or the co-host, Michael de Villano. Michael traveled a lot recently, so he's not always around, but I'm always there at 11 o'clock. We have also a show Monday to Saturday night at 9 o'clock p.m. With a power play, like exactly what you are tonight. We are nothing tomorrow. We are off. I have a couple of engagements. That's the reason I'm not here tomorrow night. I'll be back Monday morning at 11 o'clock and Monday night at 9 o'clock p.m. And start October 1st, guys. We have a new show at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Is it a third? We're going to have 3 shows from the October 1st until the beginning of the season. We're going to have one at 11, one at 5, and one at 9 o'clock because we're going to hear more about the training camp. We're going to follow all the camp, the player got caught, everything like that, and we're going to have from that part over there. And then when the season starts, the show at 9 o'clock disappear, and we're going to have a play-by-play. Can we show the game? We cannot show the game. So all of you thinking, maybe you're new, can we show the game? No, we cannot show the game. That's the rules of the YouTube channel, the copyright and NHL. But Coach Frenchy is always screaming, talk about the game, and I do the play-by-play, and we have all kind of stuff like that. You know me, like we have all the fireworks and everything like that. So we're going to bring to you for sure. Here we go. Like it look like you're rock and roll in the chat. There is Rosie, but you handle him. Yes, Michael, such a nice excuse to skip the quiz. Go ahead, coach. Try to convince me. I will do my best. Since 17, 18 at 5 versus 5, Ringenberg is 5 gun behind Medium McDonald against us. First, like in rebound. Atlanta Weather back in the house. We just talk about you. Coach Quiz, running with that, so why trade him then? Stanko's getting traded to the Red Wings. I don't think so. I think Stanko's a little bit, who knows, right? When I said this, you never know. Everybody can be traded, right? But I feel Stanko's is really the guy is stuck with the logo of the Tampa Bay Lightning, so everything like that. They trade Martin St. Louis, they trade Brad Richard, they trade Vincent Lecavalier. Can they trade Stamkos? I don't know. My only problem with Stamkos to get traded is injury, his salary, and Steve Yzerman, the salary Stamkos has right now for a little bit more years, does not fit on the plan of Steve Yzerman. I could be wrong, but I don't see that plan for Steve Yzerman, to be honest with you. I will miss the 1 at 5 drive at home at that time, but you can maybe plug your phone and turn around your YouTube, something like that. We're going to create also a new show, but this, I cannot mention this, but we're going to create something now on audio. That's one thing I can tell you. Audio. Podcast. Yep. The Hockey Nation Show start a new podcast the next couple of weeks, 3 times per week, specifically for the fantasy hockey, but with other things like NFT and other relate at the hockey. We're going to have special guests about mindset, everything like that. But it's going to be a podcast 3 times per week, start in October. But we cannot take you everything. Not yet. But that's what's coming around very soon. Not only click the likes, coach, but homework should be for us to share the channel on the social media. I'll grow the channel. Yes, that's something we need to get better, guys. We need to sharing this on your Facebook page, on Twitter, everything like that. Something I need to get better on that one. 2 years ago, I would never trade him, but today, yes, he cannot play like he did. Hi, But Monkey. Curly trade Gallagher for who? That's a great question. But Monkey, hello, Atlanta. Might not be able to be here for 5 o'clock show. That's not a problem. It's all good. You don't have to be there. It's just like at 5 o'clock, we're going to bring another dimension of the preview game, everything like that. So that's what the reason we do a show at 5 o'clock. Did Weber get injured? Yes, Weber is out for the season with a problem with the wrist or the hands, problem with the hip, problem with the knee, and problem with the ankle. So take one of them. That's why he is out right now. Every time that. So we'll be interested if he can come back for the playoff. That's the biggest question we're going to see at the end. Is it going to be retired? That's another question we're going to see at the end at some point. Gallagher for Renard, but the Monkey will be a big mistake for the Florida Panthers, to be honest with you. To be a good player, Gallagher must play with a lot of energy because his talent is very ordinary. Running. Gallagher for Nicolas Heller. I'll be honest with you. Atari. I don't want to scream your name, by the way. I don't screw your name. So I call you Atap, but I would like to give you a nickname that would be easier for me. But Nicolas Heller, guys, is a really underrated in NHL. He's really, really underrated. I believe he deserves more what people thinking. He played behind Blake Wheeler, and he played a lot behind Kyle Connor or behind Max Sheffley. I think Nicolas Heller, at the speed he has, if you saw that, he's really underrated in my book. So I was just joking, all right? Gallagher value is his highest now. Johnny is wherever we trade him, he should be this year or next year at the latest. Oh, now he's starting to talk about Johnny, about what I'm thinking. Natalia, my name is Natalia. Natalia. My name in English, Natalia. That's neat. Love it. Where are you from in Russia? Running with that, Gary will see bring very many intangible to the team. We know his leadership. We know what he bring around the team. We know the spy plug he bring on the ice every time that. Just give you an idea in our tap. and the other people thinking we cannot trade him. On the top 9 forward right now, on the list of Montreal right now, Dvorak, Suzuki, Caulfield, Anderson, Toffoli, Armia, Evans. All right, those 12 players. Where do you put Gallagher? What do you consider? Do you think is the second best forward? Is it the second forward? Is it the third forward? I cannot talk about Gallagher. I'm not there yet. Jesus, you bring me to another subject right now. But do you think that dreading Galley will bring you even today? Also, Michael Robinson talking like this. Guys, we're going to be back about Gallagher. We're going to have a great conversation about Gallagher, but we have to move on right now, guys, to the best jersey of the night. We are right now at that level of this one. We are at the semifinals. The final is going to be Monday night. But tonight we have to vote on this. So it's going to be quick. About 5 minutes, we're going to do this about us. I will sell. I don't have to sell you Perro. I'm telling you right now, Perro is going to be your third center in the NHL for the Montreal Canadiens at some point. But I make a mistake sometime in life. I remember one time, guys, I was coaching with in Colorado. And I saw kids coming from Play Junior. And he came from California or somewhere like this. Like the first 5 practices, he was unbelievable. And I said, oh my God, the kid's going to be amazing. He looked like great. He had a lot of great shot, everything like that. So I tried to sell it and I had the whole staff, everything like that. And I said, I would not be surprised he scored 25 goals. So he started the season. I think he had 2 goals the first 5 games. And then the girlfriend from California moved with him. And there was the end of the story with him. He never be back at hockey. It was just bad. The draw. Anyway, so that's another subject. But yeah. So sometimes I make mistake, by the way. I'm not always perfect. All right. The jersey, it's Montreal versus Pittsburgh. You have to tell me, guys, tonight, which one do you select? Do you select Pittsburgh or Montreal? Let's start that way. Montreal versus Pittsburgh. Here we go. Pittsburgh won. Chicago does not count. Pittsburgh won. Pittsburgh 2. Pittsburgh 3. Montreal 2. 3-3, 4-3. 4 you can do only one vote, by the way. So 4-2. Tampa Bay Lightning, welcome. 5-3. I will be back with your question about that one over there. Ronnie Odette said Pittsburgh. 5-4. Yannick Robinson back in the house tonight. Not a problem, Natalia. All right, let's go back over there. So we have Enotap said Montreal, Pittsburgh 1-1, Ronnie 2-1, Curly 3-1, Banamonkey 3-2, Philip 4-2, 5-2, 6-2, 7-2, 8-2. Ronnie, you said both team. 8-4, 9-4. All right. The winner of that one, guys, it's Montreal. So the Montreal Canadiens now have going to go in the finals. Right there. Montreal and the final. Here we go. Thank you so much for that one over there. I appreciate that. Tampa Bay return that. I will answer to you, Tampa Bay. Give me about 2 minutes about that one. Then we're going to finish this one. Now, Chicago versus Los Angeles. Chicago versus Los Angeles. It's up to you right now. Chicago versus Los Angeles. I'm calling be a coach. Just kidding. Yes, Michael Robinson. It's all good. Chicago versus Chicago by the monkey. Thank you so much. Chicago 3, 4. Look like Chicago 5. Thank you, Tampa. Come on, Balamagay. It's not contest. 6, Roger. Thank you, Roger. Anybody else? In our tap, is it the first time? 9. Michael Robinson, 10. I think we'll go with, honestly, I don't see how listener can win. Ronnie 5, Chicago. All right. Easy guy on that one over there. Chicago, Joseph. Thank you so much, guys. Really nice from you to participate. It was a quick one on that one today. So the final is going to be Monday night, guys. It's going to be between the Chicago and the Montreal Canadiens. 2 jersey of the original 6. That's be great to see that. Do I have this one? No, I don't have this one over there. I don't know where Montreal is. No, it's not this one anyway. So thank you so much. This is done deal. This is over. So we're going to move on to the next thing I want to talk about this tonight, guys. So the next thing I want to mention to you guys tonight is the Montreal Canadiens, because it's Monday night. Sorry, it's Saturday night. So the Saturday night we talk about Montreal a lot. Here's the Canadian must-watch player in the training camp, but not the training camp. I want to talk about more the rookie camp. So this is the lineup for the rookie, the recruit in French, and the rookie camp for that part. You have Tag Bertozzi, Isaac Campbell, Thomas Caron, Mika Sear. All those little asterisks is an invitation. So they don't have no contract with the Montreal Canadiens. We have Cédric Desrousseaux, Justin Ducharme, Raphaël Harvey Pinard, Avery Hayes, Cameron Ellis, everybody call him Cam Ellis, Riley Kidney, just got draft, play right now with Halifax and Moncton, Yann Misak, we're going to talk about him in the next couple of minutes, Charles-Antoine Roy, Joshua Roy, Xavier Simoneau, Brandon Serizotti, Jesse Ilonen, Tori Delo, Jenny Fairbrother, play on the WHL, Caden Cooley, play also with the WHL. We have Matthias Norlander, play in Sweden for Lunda and play for them. Charles-Antoine Pilat, it's another invitation. Daniel Sobolev got draft. William Trudeau was draft. Albert Zijgaj, oh my God, something like that, invitation. Alexis Gravel, invitation. Joe Verbedic is a goaltender who was drafted by the Montreal Canadiens. And then finally they invite Ivan Zigalov, another Russian player, is going to be on the invitation for the Montreal Canadiens. So that's the rookie we have next week. And so they're going to play showcase with that. There's something we have to follow about that one with that. I throw in for an offensive defense who can carry in the puck. Florida Panthers will not win. Welcome aboard. Tampa Bay Lightning, I know you're talking about Stankos, and I cannot find out the answer or the question. If you want to ask me again your question about this, you said kill on leave, and I want to be sure I understand. So if you want to repeat or copy it and pass, that would be great. Pass, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. But okay, Coach, out of curiosity, what would be the price for Lundell in terms of the NHL player trade for Lundell? Out of curious. Honestly, we don't know about the monkey because at the end of the day, the only thing you know, he was a 12 overall pick, I believe, and you don't know what he produced yet. So when you have a prospect like that, it's really, really difficult to make a price tag on someone you never see him on the ice in NHL. So if the guy scored 20 goals, 30 goals, or something like that, it's more easier to do that. By that moment, nobody can qualify, tell him, oh, he's that way, or he should that way over there. It would not make a good sense to make a price tag of someone we never see him right now. I think the high expectation from them. I don't know how he's going to do for the training camp, but would be interesting. I don't know if the rookie camp was open to the public. Anybody knows about that? A new profile picture. Thank you so much, Atlanta. Running with that, be specific. Philippe D. Lel. The rookie camp start on Monday. Tomorrow is what, 13th? I don't know the dates. We are 11, geez, today. 12, 13. I believe it start Monday or the 15th. I thought it was 15 to 19, but it could be wrong. Maybe Johnny Golden, he knows a little bit more about that. I apologize to give. I don't want to give you that one. Coach, what player do you compare Lundell to? Was not open according to Michael Rosé. Yeah, that's what happening Friday. Again, because Lundell, we never see him play. We see him at the World Junior last season in December and January, right? But until we see him, I don't know what he's going to do at the beginning like that. So we have to be patient, see. Then after that, we can make maybe more. It's not like, we know his force. He have a good sniper. He have a good skate. He can play center and winger. The expectation for the Florida Panthers to be at least in the lineup for the roster, I think that we're helping them at some point. You know what I mean? But it would be really interesting about that one over there. I'm excited to see how Joe turned out. A few years as a kid, I got my eyes on. It's someone we have to look about this. He was what, 4th, 5th overall pick, round pick, I believe. Would be interesting what Joe can bring about that. Right now, he's what on my list of 25. I think he's 42. I think he's number 28 on my list. I'm going to give you those kind of prospects the next couple of days for sure. I hope my brother is getting drafted next year. He is currently in CHL. He's a CHL. Are you talking about the WHL or the OHL, or are you talking about CCHL, like youth travel, everything like that? Because if you get drafted next year, so he's going to be playing right now at Bantam AAA. Natalia? September 15th to the 1st at the Bell Center. The 15th, that's what I thought, the 15th. I was not sure. How we doing quiz tonight? Yes, sir. London Baby Barkov, not really, but the monkey. Was Nolander playing Sweden today? Yes, Philip. Yannick, 7 overall, and this year draft, his stat don't show what he can do. Smart, pick it up. Yes, it was 7, right? That's what you're absolutely right. Would be interesting, can he become another Keaton Primo? Can he become another one we don't expect have a 7 round pick? Would be interesting to follow him for sure. I think Montreal need to get a couple of goaltender anyway. I think McNavid is maybe the last season with the Montreal Canadiens. Thank you so much, Natalia. I appreciate that. I'm going to progress through the Flying Florida channel. Custom person remain him a print. Oh my God. Not allowed. Not allowed. Wow. No. Coach sometimes he's right, not right. He's once someone says something right, I would tell I agree. Sometimes I'm not agree. Listen, you talk about one of the top great defensemen in NHL, Baumeister. He had an amazing, great career in NHL. He was a first-round overall pick, everything like that. To compare him to that, I don't think so. You talk about Buckminster play at any team in NHL. You can put him with Montreal. You can put him in Boston. You can put him in Vancouver. You can put him anywhere. At his prime in NHL, he was the top best defenseman to any team. That's how kind of player. And for a sling, we talk about a third or a fourth defenseman. So compare him with him. Not agree with that. Can we do Atlanta Thrasher tomorrow? We're not there tomorrow, Atlanta. And usually Atlanta Thrasher go with the Winnipeg Jets. when they move with it. I agree with you, Natalia. Thank you so much, Johnny. I don't remember Palmerston before my time. All right, I'm enjoying watching him. Thank you so much, Palmerston of the Panthers. You mean right? Yes, sir. We are talking about the right guy. Absolutely right. Yep. If I remember, it was trade to the Calgary Flames, and then after that, it got traded to the to the St. Louis Blues. So that's what happening about him, honestly. And when you pick my curious thing, and everybody's waiting to know now what coach you want to talk about trade. I'm coming about this. Don't worry about this. Jay, it was first round, third overall pick in 2002 by the Florida Panthers. He played over 1,240 games in NHL. He played with St. Louis 8 years, Florida 4 with the Flames. I tried to give you what it was the trade of that one over there. I think it was with Okinen, but I could be wrong. The Florida Panthers, guys, trade to the Calgary Flames for a third-round pick draft 2009 become Josh Bergstad and Jordan Leopold. That was the trade about them. And then the Calgary Flames trade to the Blues for a first-round draft pick at 2013. Émile Poirier, Reto Berra, goaltender, and Marc Condary never played in NHL. He was retired January 11, 2021 after the incident he got with the heart with the St. Louis Blues. Remember that night with him. So that's what happened about this. So unfortunately, I don't see this that way. Yeah. Gonna look at coach. I don't know Jay Traitor, Yannick. Yep. Now, when Florida Panthers don't have a goalie, they have two goalie. They have Sergei Bobrovsky, and they have the rookie Spencer Knight. Spencer Knight going to be expectation to become maybe one of the best goaltender in NHL. To be honest with you, we're going to go that one of them. Florida Panthers leave rent free on your head. Yep. Habs trade Ben Chiarot, and right now is at $3.5 million, become a UFA at the end of the year. He would be or become 31 years old. He's 30 years old at that moment. He have only one goal last season. So what coach tried to bring here tonight, guys, is give you an idea about Ben Chiarot. We understand what he did for the Montreal Canadiens. I can put myself here so you can see me better. Here we go. So what he did with the Montreal Canadiens, guys, is like for the last couple of years, he's a great senator as a UFA for the Montreal Canadiens. Honestly, I believe in my book he's not a top one or top two defenseman at some point. He's more like a defense number 3, a defense number 4. So why I suggest to trade him? Here's the reason why. He's going to become 31 years old, right? He's going to maybe become a 32 years old. I don't know how much he's looking for, how much you're going to sign him, and where do you put him on the ladder of the Montreal Canadiens at some point? That's what the biggest question. And if you keep him, you have him, you have Edmondson, and you have Romanov, and then you have Norlander. So if you keep Ben Chiarot for another 3 years, you sign him. Now, what's happening, you push back all the prospect behind him. I don't mention yet now Cooley, Jordan, Harris. I did not only talk about Norlander behind Romanov. And the key for me to trade Ben Chiarot right now is not tomorrow, tonight, but the point is Romanov. Romanov can step up to become a defenseman number 4? That's really the key of that answer about that one over there. And I think if Romanov is ready to play at the end of the year, he have a great year with the Montreal Canadiens, that's why you let him go. Now, you can keep Ben Chiarot all year long, and at the end of the year, you let him go. Or you trade him at some point, like at a trade deadline. And for me, that's what you're going to get him. Can we keep him or can we trade him? For me, it's going to be the answer at the trade deadline. At the trade deadline, yeah, two reasons. First, the position of the Montreal Canadiens in the standing. Second, can we trade him now? Because Romanov showed a lot for us now. He can play solidly as a defenseman number 3, 4, whatever it is. And how is Norlander now is development skill. So that's the reason about that one there. Because Chiarot in the NHL is going to be really in demand during the trade deadline. He bring that kind of physicality, like you mentioned earlier. He bring that kind of weather defenseman, maybe a third or four. And return, Montreal Canadiens can have a first-round pick. Coach, you don't deserve this. Listen, at the trade deadline, the stock market increased. Look what the Tampa Bay gave to David Savard. And in my book, Ben Chiarot a little bit better to David Savard. He's younger, a little bit more speed, can move the puck a little bit better, offensive side a little bit better. So all the mention this like that, that's the reason I said maybe it's a chance maybe for the Montreal Canadiens to trade him. Not tonight, not before the season start, but maybe at the trade deadline. So my question to you, tell me why or why not, or yes or no, we should trade or not trade him about that one over there. But McKee, I don't know. Panthers lost that deal. Ouch. Yes, Yannick, it was a really bad trade. I mean, when you think about this, you talk about Jib. Yes, absolutely. Can someone see my comments about this? I don't know. Coach, what is your first name? I think when you said this, I apologize. I was talking about the comments about Ben Chiarot. He also brought 9 goals the year before. Last year, they asked him to not rush in the play. He was injured too. After he fight with J.D. Miller, he have only 1 goal all year long, 6 points. Who is better, Brent Campbell or Jay Buckminster? Jay Buckminster, Bud the Monkey. Brent Campbell have only 2 great years with the Chicago Blackhawks. He took advantage to sign a big contract with the Florida Panthers, but you look his overall, he did not do well, Campbell. I know, we understand he was a good offensive player, but it's different players. Campbell was small, but Buckminster is about 6'4", I believe. So it's 2 different players, right? About, yes, Natalia for Philip. Chiarot has a tempting no-trade list. Yes, he has this one. I think you have to make sure Romanov can step up first, and so, yes, then you trade Chiarot. Exactly, that's the point about that one over there for that part over there. Atlanta, Tampa Bay, I cannot create a position for prospect demand based on expectation. Earn it first. Yes, I agree, Coach. In our tap, you wait to trade deadline, turn around to have a trade him. All the trade at the deadline, the position of Montreal Canadiens, the development of Romanov, and also the development of Norlander, and also other defensemen we have on the left side for the Montreal Canadiens. If you keep him, what do? Do you let him go at the UFA or not? If you keep him, how much are you going to ask him? Do you give him a 3 years or 5 years? Do you think it would be better for him to be on that part over there? Do you consider Ben Chiarot as a top 1 and 2 defenseman at any team, or you put him more like a 3rd and 4th? That's all the questions Mike Bergevin have to do on the table. Like, you have a whiteboard behind, and then you put all those information, and every guys, when you build a team, right, you have $81.5 million. So he's going to say, wait a minute, my center number 1, I have to pay him $9 million, $7 million, $8 million. My defense number 1, it's almost $8 million. My defense number 2, it's $6 million. My defense number 3, it's $5 million. So you go all those numbers like that. That's why you put Chiarot. Where do you put Chiarot? How much he should get? Those questions. It's tonight we talk about this. That's the reason we talk about Ben Chiarot tonight. Yes, trade Chiarot, but we have a lot of young defensemen that need opportunity. Romanov can replace him. How much? Come on to donate. I'm going to give the guy $50. Natalia, you don't have to do that, buddy. It's not necessary to do that. Honestly, it would be too much for you, buddy. Don't worry about that. You really think we can get a first round pick set up? I think we have to add something. Not alone Johnny Golden. At the trade deadline, Nick Foligno got a first round pick. David Savard got a first round pick. So at the trade deadline, the market grow a lot. Now, it's all dependent the team want it. When you want to go all the way at the end, you can get at least a second or a first round pick about that one over there. Chiarot is a name after a chair. On the bottom right, that's how you donate. I think Chiarot get you second round pick only. Michael Robinson. And again, I don't say he will have a first round pick, but the market at the trade deadline, you can get a first round pick easier because the trade deadline is looking for something specific for your team. But again, I mentioned this to you again. Same thing happened to David Savard. The Tampa Bay gave a first round pick. The year before, he did the same thing. They got Blake Coleman for the New Jersey Devils. And you can go like this. Many teams does this. Toronto gave a first round pick. If you got all the trade deadline, go get there. You're going to see players get more and the team gave more because of that situation over there. Animal sign this. I think you have to a conversation with Chiarot to see if he return to Montreal. Never. And on top, forget about this. He will never sign a contract. He will go on UFA, and I believe he's going to get a $4 to $5 million in UFA, unfortunately. Yeah. Because with the Winnipeg Jets to the Montreal, his value increase. The Montreal Canadiens put him at the position where the value increase. In my book, he's a really solid defenseman number 3. In my book. And for that, usually you can get a $4 million right now in NHL. Sometimes 4.5. The real amount, 3.5, is a great number. If he can come back and Montreal gave us 3 years at 3.5, now you sign him. But again, you're going to struggle behind because now what you do with Romanov, what you do with Norlander. Someone compare Norlander to the development at 21 years old like Quinn Hughes today. I was shocked to see that. Coach, do you think that Jordan Harris will sign with the Habs when he's... for what he did, and again, sometimes interview, you have to be honest. He did 2 interviews, one with the Montreal Canadiens area and one in USA. Both of them, he said, when I'm be done, I'm going to sign with the Montreal Canadiens. I'm a little bit concerned he play only NCAA, how he can carry on this with the physicality and the Laval Rocket, everything like that. But for what I heard, from himself, he expects to sign with the Montreal Canadiens, Philippe, at the end of his contract. I love to watching him. He's going to become a captain this year. This team is solid for the upcoming season. So it'll be interesting about that. Barclay Goodrow got a first rounder. Here we go, Yannick. Coach, will you further give us a first one for a trade deadline? Bizito is really strong, but I think worst case, in our tap, Marc Bergevin is going to request a second round pick. I would not be surprised about that one there. Yeah, absolutely. Another great answer, Yannick. $3.5 million. That's great. Thank you so much, Natalia. I appreciate that. If we be like to have 3-4, yeah, but I would not pay him more at that. See you next time. I have to go. Thanks for your video. No problem. Who was have higher price at home? At home. At home is another step over Chiarot about the monkey. Like, a big step. Then decision is made. If you don't take a pay cut, that trade him for before you lose him for nothing. That's what in our tap, the trade deadline will be good. If you are on the iPhone app, there are no $sign to donate. You need to be on the PC to be able to see it. Here we go. Philip answered great. Well, Toronto make a big blunder with filling the trade, a first round, a 2-round pick. It was a disaster trade by Johnny, by the Toronto Maple Leafs. Would you most have the egg arm or the Chiarot? Egg arm all day long. Marlon got a 2 home run in the row, and wow, that is great. Awesome. The Habs have draft college player before, right, coach? Can you remember some of them? Michael Rosen asked them about that one there. Um, John Leclerc. I really believe Max Pacioretty was another one. Rand Poland is another one. I can go more, but that's what I'm my head right now. No, you need to YouTube apps if you are on YouTube. There you go. You guys, you follow too much about the YouTube. So that was the curious about Chiarot. Next one we want to talk about it's Gallagher. Hey, Ocean in the house tonight. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. We have only 20 likes tonight. Well, low tonight. Well, a lot of people show up, but only 20. Gallagher. Rookie cam, the 6'3 goalie, Ivan Zikarov, is from Belarus. He's going to play in the Q this year. Thanks, Johnny. I appreciate a lot about that one over there. Gallagher, $6.5 million, 6 year. He's going to be 35 years old at the end. His time on the ice is lower. His performance after 20, 25 seconds is getting tired. And is getting a little bit more injuries after that. 33 goal, 31 goal, drop at 22, and then after that, drop at 14. You have 14 game goal and 35 game last season. That's reflect about 25 goals, 28 goals. So what we talk about Gallagher, my concern about him, guys, is his contract at $6.5 million for 6 years. Gallagher is not going to become better. Gallagher is going to be worse and worse for the next 3 years. I still believe 1 more year, maybe 2 more years, he can reach that kind of number. After that, you're going to have a decline of his hockey career in NHL. That's in my book. So the point tonight I want to bring to you guys, because he's on the prim, or, he's getting 29 years old, he's going 30 years old. He's still at the peak of his career, or he's maybe 1 more year. Do you take a chance to trade him or stuck with him for the next 5 years, 6 years, and then do not produce after that and carry on a contract at 6.5? You have a clause also for 10, a list of 10 team, if you try that. But tonight it was just a discussion. I don't say you have to trade him. But sometime in hockey, when a player is on the peak, you have maybe a chance right now to pick a first-round pick. Maybe you have a chance right now to take a great defenseman, where right now you're going losing Webern. And now you have a chance maybe to get a young prospect at 22, 23 years old right now. I will sell you a trade right now. I will trade Gallagher for the Colorado Avalanche. I will request Samuel Girard and a first-round pick in return. Do you do that trade or not? What are you talking about? I'm sorry. We're talking about the Montreal Canadiens tonight, Saturday night. Are you in the chat? People don't realize how good he is. I don't say he's not good. And again, I'm not bringing this to trade him. It's a discussion. It's only thing I could put Toffoli or Caulfield. I just talk about players where I believe is getting harder and harder for him in NHL. So just mention this. Johnny said, I don't see Bergeron trade him at that time, maybe somewhere down in the line. Definitely no from Chris. A selfless sport on the wireless in the World War. This was the only Bergeron contract. They quickly gave the money. Cry at press conference for what he represent to the Habs. Thank you, Tap. He have the logo of Montreal, guys. He have. It's fun to get watch. They're watching him every time. That I got it. I got it. But on the right wing right now, do you put him on the first line, or you put him on the second line, or you put him on the third line? Do you put him in front Caulfield? Do you put him in front Toffoli? Do you put him in front Anderson? Because at $6.5 million, he have to be now, the guy scored 30 goals, and he have to be also on the first line. That's what he is right now. The value of his contract at that moment is 6.5. Bergeron spend some time with. I would make that trade, coach, but I don't think Canada will do that. Go get it, go NHL. The price has to be right, coach, to trade him. What do you think about my trade? Samuel Girard and first round pick. Brad Marchand back in the house. Yannick put him second line behind Caulfield. Chris Toffoli is a right wing, but he put him on the left wing, Chris. That's the reason. But Toffoli has always been a right wing in NHL. But I understand they put him right now on the left wing. But I don't care. Are you afraid? Yes, so he is. Kenny wouldn't mind Vancouver if he had to leave Montreal. Do you trade Gallagher to Vancouver Canucks again? Brock Boser? I don't think so. I think Montreal. Do you trade Gallagher again? Quinn Hughes? I don't know. But again, I just mentioned one. And remember, if everyone does not trade him, he's going to be 32 years old. His stock market is going to be flat. You're never going to get something solid after that. That's the reason discussion tonight. And we keep him, and I'm telling you, do you love Brendan Gallagher? I love this guy. I love this guy. I love what he does. I understand what he does. I'm not said we have to trade him. It's a discussion. It's great to see Chris. It's great to see Tap. It's great to see Yannick. And each one of you bring, hey, we should keep him. I understand that, and it's great to see this. It's not just Gallagher. It's any player. He will improve the team on the ice. That's what every team is looking for. I really like it. Quiz time. Yes, we're going to get there. Coach, where would you have put Gainey in the lineup? We did not trade him regardless of what he got about to the team, who are losing a sense of loyalty, honor for them all night. Cool. It's time, Coach. Atlanta. Yeah, we're going to get there. Again, you don't have to trade him. But sometime in hockey, when someone is on the peak, and sometimes the salary cap is very difficult, sometimes you're missing a couple of pieces to improve your team. Because the Gallagher 25 goal, we have a lot of winger right now can score 25 goals, 30 goals. But we don't have a defenseman, number one, and we don't have a defenseman moving the puck. That's the reason why I would trade Gallagher. And I can tell you that with Gallagher right now, I'm going to get 3 players. A first-round pick, a Samuel Girard type, and I can get another player with that trade for Brendan Gallagher. That's what sometimes you have to fix what we don't have. And you have to pay the price sometime. And that's what, if Montreal does not make the playoff this year, it's because we don't have a defenseman, number one, and we don't have a puck mover. That's what we don't have in Montreal right now. And that's what you're missing. And thirdly, if you want to go a little bit deeper, their third center right now is on, we don't know yet, so. So two things the Montreal have to improve. A defenseman number one, a puck mover. The same kind of player can do both together. They are not easy to find. But sometimes you have to pay the price for that part over there. Do you trade Tyler Toffoli to get that kind of player? Because Montreal is solid on winger right now. Yannick Segedi will retire in Montreal. Salut mon Nicolas, bonsoir. It's Parka, but the monkey. Petrie is the defenseman number one. That's a great question. He's always been behind Weber. Can he carry on this as a number one? It would be interesting to see him. He's 33 years old, by the way, by the monkey. Okay, Gallagher for Hughes and Peterson are too much. I got a question. Is the best athlete all the time? Who is a defenseman for Habs? Yes, Cole, we think the same way on that. You just put my words for everyone. Guys, unfortunately, I'm not going to sell you Gallagher tonight, unfortunately. But it's quiz. It's 10 o'clock or 5. I'm late on the quiz. But I have all those information about Jan Mezak right here. And I'm going to bring back to you this after the quiz, if you don't mind. So I apologize because it's quiz time. And when it's quiz time, we have to play like we do all the time. And we have to find the music. Jeez, coach, where's the music? Quiz! Frenchy quiz! Are you ready? The problem with that one, Yannick, you're never going to get a first defenseman number one, puck mover, if you get Lekonen, Drouin, and another piece of puzzle with that part over there. To get a number one defenseman, you have to give back something solid. And the best player to get traded right now by Montreal Canadiens is Gallagher. That's what we have right now. We don't have that kind of piece. So if you want to have Quinn Hughes, if you want to have Luke Hughes, you want to have any great defenseman in NHL right now, you have to trade your best players at Gallagher. And Gallagher trade in the next 3 years, you're never going to get that kind of players. Sometimes it's hard in business hockey, but that's how it works. That's that. It is. But like I said, I'm not Mac Bergevin, so we're going to start right now. The quiz number one, question number one. Are you ready? Here we go. And the Avalanche Nordic franchise. Which goalie has the most year with the team after Patrick Roy and Sergei Varlamov? Which goaltender have the most year with the Avalanche or with the Nordic, Quebec Nordic? Is it Mario Gosselin, Dan Bouchard, Stéphane Fiset, Clint Marlachuk, and Ron Dartnock? Ron Dartnock. Here we go. Pas le monkey said B, Dan Bouchard. See, Pas le monkey, Pas le monkey prove he's not on go-go. He go right away him. Yannick said C, Stéphane Fiset. Have only 2 answers so far. And our tap says C. Stephen Member, welcome aboard. Michael Robinstein said C. You guys, you stuck in C right now. Roger, Luc, welcome back. Roger said C. Ronnie said C. Gaydon, welcome back, buddy. Gaydon is my man. Guido, I like you a lot. Guido never talk. Guido is a guy, quiet, listen. Hopefully, Guido, you like what I said. And then, boom, the quiz, more Guido show up. I love it. Atlanta Weather said C. Anybody else? One more time. We have 22 people. Guido. Anybody else? Johnny Golden. We missed Dan tonight. Dan is not bored. We have a few more people, but I don't know. I'm still waiting. Here we go, Régent. He said C. I know Régent was around. Joseph Laham. Where's Joseph Laham? Who's in Laham participate usually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, 20 people, 12 talking. Here we go. The answer, guys, is Stephen's Fizet for 7 years. Joseph E. Round duck nut, but no. So Yannick take the lead in our tap. Stefan Manberg, Michael Robinstein, Roger Delaney, Ronnie, Odette, Atlanta Weather, and Régent Beaulieu take the lead with one answer. Congratulations. Looked like it was another easy question for Coach. Question number 2. And the Avalanche Nordic franchise, who has the most goal in one season? Who has the most goal in one season? Is it Joe Sakic? Not a problem, Joseph. Peter Stastny, Jacques Richard, Michel Goulet, or Joe Sakic again? I put Joe Sakic twice. That's funny. So if you have Joe Sakic answer, maybe you have a double good point tonight. So if it's Joe Sakic, you get a double point. Bottom Monkey said A and E. Can you get a double point? We'll see. Yannick Robinson said A, Joe Sakic. Michael Robinstein said D. Enotab said A. Luke said B. Ronnie said D. Aklada said S. Bottom Monkey said B. Stephen said A. Joseph said D. Gaydon said D. Aklada said A. Y'all try to trick me. I see that, Coach. We missing Régent. Mr. Régent Beaulieu, Mr. Reggie. We wait for Reggie to give the answer. Julius said E. Reggie said A. Thanks, Julius. And Atlanta said A. The answer, that guys, wow, surprised, not many got it. Michel Goulet, 57 goals in 1 year. And Michel Goulet have 54. And Michel Goulet have 53. And then you have other players got it. Peter Stastny and Joe Sakic. So Michael Robinstein take the lead at 2. Ronnie Odette take the lead at 2. Joseph take a score. Gardon take a score. And join Régent, Roger, Stéphane Manber, and Inotap and Yannick. And congratulations. Next question. Question 3. But Stéphane Manber. That's a funny one. All right. Which coach has an average of .600 winning percentage behind the band? Patrick Roy, Joël Kenville, Michel Bergeron, Pierre Pagé ou Matt Grafford? it's funny you said that. You said that about the monkey because someone told me this afternoon to watch this. Michael Robinson in the lead. Yes, sir, buddy. He's on the Netflix. But the monkey said B. Reggie said A. Luc said B. Welcome back. Zenith. La blonde à Zenith dit C. Here we go. Dis bonjour à la blonde et dis bonjour à Zéla. On a oublié de dire bonjour. Yannick Robinson said Joel Canville B. Gaydon said E. Michael Robinson said B. Sorry, coach. Yannick said C. Michel Bergeron. Thank you. Enotab said B. Joel Canville. Stephen Member said B. That was a funny comment, Stephen Member. He said, Bottom Monkey said A, B, and E. Aklanda said B. Ronnie Odette said E. Roger Delaney, on est. Ma blonde participe parce que je ne peux pas coach, elle aime le quiz. Awesome to hear that, isn't it? C'est quoi son nom? Roger said B. Régent, il a déjà répondu, je crois. Coach, do you think the Mountain Battle logo look like a Q? Maybe I'll think he does. I have no clue. I have no clue about this. Guys, the answer to that one, guys, unfortunately, some did not get it. The answer is Mike Crawford. As .631 is a number one as a coach as .631. The Ronnie Odette take the lead at 3 guys. And then Gaydon joined Michael Robinson at 2 and 2. And the rest of you are at 1. Caroline, welcome aboard, Caroline. Fait plaisir que tu participes. Raven Bird, the bird said E. The bird got a .5. .5 the bird. Late delay. Yep. Surprised me too. Next question. Are you ready? And the Avalanche Nordic franchise. Which number Pierre Dirigeant wear for 1 year? Is it the number 17, 77, 67, 87, or the number 44? What was the number of Pierre Dirigeant when he played 1 year with the Nordic or the Avalanche? Joseph, you did not get me E on that one. Did you see E, Joseph? I didn't get your answer. You're absolutely right, Joseph. You score at 2. I just verify on the other one. Bottom Monkey said D. Luc said C. You got it, Joseph. Roger said D. Yannick said D. Stephen said B. Inotab said C. Atlanta said B. Stephen B. Julius Cesar said B. Atlanta said D now. Reggie said B. Got it, Atlanta. Ronnie said D. We're missing a couple of people. Inotap, I said D. Yes, Inotap, you said D, Cole. Yep. Inotap, I got it. Régent, Caroline. Raven. Oh, you said B because it's my lucky number. Here we go. Raven. Joseph. Régent Joseph Caroline. Guidon. Guidon. Very important, Guidon. You on the race right now, Guidon. Joseph said D. I wait for Guidon. Caroline. We lost Guidon. I don't see the answer of Guidon on that one. I'm right? Guidon said E. Is it that answer? All right, Guidon said B. Sorry about that, Guidon. All right, the answer of that one, guys, is surprise. It was a little bit a surprise here because I knew some people would say 77, but it's D, 87, play in 2006-2007. On that one, guys, Yannick scored 2, and on top is at 2. Michael Robinson say at 2. Roger go at 2. Great performance. Ronnie Odette tonight, guys, is 4-4. Canada Weather is at 2. Joseph Lenham stop jump at 3. Gaydon is still at 2. And Bottom Monkey have a 1 point on that one. And Raven the Bird is at 0.5. Yep, it was the surprise. For the last question, can Joseph Lenham is the only one can catch up Ronnie Odette? And can Ronnie Odette have a perfect game tonight? That would be the great question to know about this. I know, Bottom Monkey, you have a past difficult time right now. Michael Robinson said D. We need to verify that. Michael Robinson. Hold on. We don't go nowhere. You're absolutely right, buddy. I apologize. See, that's the reason we can verify everything. One coach make a mistake, coach take his own ownership, is always accountable. I make a mistake, Michael Robinson can step up and win tonight. Bottom Monkey, 77 was booked. Absolutely right about that one over there. And he got retired, so he could not use the number 77. Great comments by the monkey again. Last question, not easy one. And the Avalanche Nordic franchise, how many jerseys are retired or honored by the team? So the jerseys are on the ceiling. How many? They are coming, guys, for the Nordic, Quebec Nordic, and the Colorado Avalanche together. It's not only the Nordic, it's not only Colorado, it both together. How many jerseys are on the ceiling? 14, 6, 9, 10, or 4? A Steve member, you have 2 Steve member because you 4 o'clock, so I give you 1 point. Raven said B, C. Bottom Monkey said E. Wait, no. Bottom Monkey, Ravens change now. Julien said B. Luc said C. Roger said C. Gaydon said B. Stephen member said V. V4. Or some are slow right now. Some take it very seriously right now. They may be searching somewhere. Michael Robinson said C. Thank you, Michael. Your dog is waiting, Michael. Enotab said E. Reggie, a Stefan member, said B. Joseph Lahem said B. Ronnie Odette, I did not get your answer, by the way. Ronnie Odette said C. Michael Robinstein and Joseph. Coach, you can always tell I'm not cheating. I'm sorry what I saw. Oh, yeah, bottom of key or right away here. Gaydon said B. Aklada said D. Joseph said B. Here we go. The answer to that one, guys. First of all, Ronnie Odette is wrong. So Joseph and Michael Robinstein could maybe join, Butch the Gallagher said C. Could join Ronnie Odette. Can they did it or not? The answer to that one, guys. D. On 10 jersey. The only one got the answer is Atlanta Weather and finished with 3. So the winner of the contest tonight, Mr. Ronnie Odette. Congratulations. Alone tonight with 4 great answers. Michael Robinstein, great performance at 3. Atlanta Weather at 3. And Joseph Lahem, maybe best night of the week with 3 tonight. We miss Adam Berger, by the way, tonight. Gaydon, I think Gaydon is one of your best performance at 2. Roger Delaney jumped at 2 tonight. That's pretty good. Stefan member, you got 1 plus the gratis 1 at 2. Enotap struggle tonight at 2. Yannick Robinson got also 2. Congratulations. A good night. Back to Netflix, Julius. Not a problem, buddy. Are we including Milan Achuk in that answer? Great question about that one over there, because now Milan Achuk is not on the list yet. As you know, Yannick is so good because you not many people knows that he's going to be retired this year. The jersey of that 10 jersey, that's crazy for the history. 1 point extra. I got it, Stefan. You got 2 tonight. See, I'm always thinking about you. I will be right back. I can have another problem. Maybe I will follow basketball. Look. We miss also Love Bunny tonight. And we lost Hélène. Hélène left right away at the beginning, unfortunately. I beat Enotap and Michael Robinstein. Here we go. Oh, my God. OMG. Michael Robinstein. The comments of the night tonight. First star. I beat Enotap. That dog will be happy tonight to walk with you, buddy. Coach, I'm going to follow my first choice next time. Yes, Regent, you have to. Congratulations, winner on the tap. Awesome. I know Yannick, right? Ronnie, no comments, buddy. Thanks, buddy. Here we go. He said this. Awesome. Roger, great comments. Butch the Collector. These quizzes are not that easy. I'll be honest with you, Butch. Thanks on the tap, Ronnie. The reason I do this a little bit harder, guy, is to learning also. To learn the history of the hockey. You know, it would be easy to say, what was the number wearing by Bobby Orr? Most of you going to get it. You know what I mean? So I try to go deeper. That's the reason sometimes. Sometimes, of course, the question, you guys, you just select a letter. You have no clue. And that's okay. But that's the reason. And I think that make the better fun for everybody. It's rare we have a full perfect game. Michael Rosenblatt did it last time. I know that they did also a couple of times. But usually it's the 3 average. Good answer. That's perfect. Good about that. Tap is funny. I got a coach, Michael, but I love it. May make not like the video in the morning. Take care. Love the video in the morning. Thank you so much. Tomorrow is a flashback. I have a very long day tomorrow also. Hopefully I can pick it up a couple of videos. Today I was supposed to do Calgary Flame for the 30 team and 32. Oh my God. I need to pick it up, the videos. Today I have no clue what's going on. I was busy with referee today. Coach, I'm becoming a seller. I cannot content no more. I'm thinking starting my rebuild. Awesome, but the monkey. Yep, you have to step up, Monday. And I do not associate with lover. Good night, buddy. Michael Robinson. Good job, buddy. You're going to get there, buddy. Have a great night, Stephen. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you Monday. Don't forget, guys, no show tomorrow. Only Monday, unfortunately. But a couple of videos tomorrow. The only thing I'm interested is to talk, coach, is how we can improve the Canadian team. Yeah. Anything I think was, coach, is the tennis match tomorrow. You know, it was today, and she lost in final today. Unfortunately, again, the England players. So Leila Fernandez lost today. And that's what happening. Not a problem, Roger Delany. Have an amazing, great day of football tomorrow. I know you're going to watch NFL tomorrow, Roger. It was a quiet, well, it was not quiet. We have a couple of people, but the people did not stay a long time tonight. But, we have a couple of people talk a little bit quicker, faster, then they move. But that's part of the show. If you want to check this guy, I made this for you guys tonight. So why not? We have not many people. But I want to talk to you like guys, like I'm going to disappear myself. Who is Jan Mizak? Jan Mizak is a wine season last year. He started with the Czech Extraliga. It was following by a call up to the senior international squad for the Karjala Cup in Finland. During that tournament, he scored his first international point with an assist. He then continues his season by leading his Czech Republic U20 team in the playoff round during the World Junior Championship. Play his first line and leading by example as the captain of the team. Pretty amazing. After the WJC and with the season up in the air, he chose to play with the Laval Rocket in the American Hockey League. And the 22-game Mizak had 2 goals, but the season was interrupted by a concussion and the recovery took time. The position of Mizak will play down the line is still up in the air. Travis Demons has said he sees Mizak as a winger. In my contact in Czech Republic are still uncertain of his ability to run a power play at a high professional level. His strength is what stood out his year compared to last year, Mizak leadership. A season ago, he was a player of skill according to the draft profile. And the past year, he took more control of his game and his team, and the player that gave everything for his club stand out. He carried a bruise and a bat of the Czech team through an extremely well-played game in the group stage against Russia, serving as a beating the heart of the squad. Here we go. That's Brendan Gallagher I'm talking about. Just kidding. His skills are still there. Even if it's another talent that was showcased in the last season, the forward can play both sides of the puck, and his versatility making him a coach dream. Combining a good understanding of the game, let him play a smart defense and find open space in the offensive zone, space that we will use to release a good wrist shot. His weaknesses: the jump from the Extraliga to the AHL was a difficult one for Mizak. He struggled a bit with the speed and intensity of the game. The more physical game was an eye-opener for him. He speaks to his character that he is willing to learn and build from the experience. He has built up muscle, and he's working on his balance to counter the difficult transition to the North America pro game. While his hockey IQ is good, he's still unknown if he can lead a top six line. However, he has the tools to become a bottom six player who can cut out his own role and a team who have a positive impact in the laser role. His skating is average. With adequate training and support, he may end up better than that. But if he's remain on the lower part of the spectrum, the question is whether he will need to alternate his playing style when the surrounding players are overall faster, tougher, and his presence. And finally, projection. From last year, I would say Mizak's projection was claimed in the sense that he has emerged as the type of player whose main goal is to see his team's success. In some ways, has limited his progress considering he has known for his talent and his draft year with no limit placed upon his sitting. He does not appear to be more a role player. He has a lot of tools, including a drive to develop, that will help more suit to a bottom six player as a key offensive contributor. If he can get his tool together, especially the skating, he will have a good chance at a role with NHL team. Given his emergence as a leader, it could be a player who would strengthen a team at a playoff run. Someone better get a sum of his part. He's still been a young player, one of the youngest from his draft class. It would be interesting to see how he grow over the next season. It all goes to the plan. The check forward will lead from the front, and the development might create a player similar to Arturi Lekonen down the line. That is the Jan Mizak. Here we go. So I have to follow up. NFL, it is. What could be a realistic offer that Arizona will accept for Jacob Chikron? Gallagher. Yannick. They're looking, honestly, they will not good enough for him. They are looking for 2 first-round pick. And for me, the next 2 years, Yannick, the draft is so good, I will not do that. Coach, how was Pavel Bure? Like, what was his strength on the ice compared to other players? The speed. But the monkey, his speed on the ice was unbelievable. Unbelievable. And on top, so go Titan, go, or the Tennessee. Yannick, what team are you on the fan of Yannick? I mean, I'm sure it's Montreal Canadiens. Football is great. However, hockey is the best. Here we go. The collector got collect right there. Ronnie. The only player is Gallagher have the value to get a good defenseman. He can make a good pass onto the puck, try to get on the skates on ice. Monkey, I'm a Habs fan, but I try to follow on many teams. I can expand our Canadian icon as much as possible. Yannick, great comments, buddy. Honestly, Yannick, we love to having you aboard. I think with our tap is you and a great asset here by your comments. I will try to get Eric Carlson. Please do not touch Eric Carlson. I don't know, following what you're talking about. I'm good. Please off right now, but I'm fine. Chico to the cat, that would be a dream. Again, I think the expensive of the Panthers to get him is too much, but I understand what that part over there. I think at the end of the day, by the monkey, Barkov will become the best player play for the Florida Panthers at the end of the day. But I think you can involve a little bit O'Kinnon right now on that conversation. Huberdeau will be one. Ekblad will be another one. And the next 20 years, Spencer Knight is going to be maybe the best, better to do and go. Would be interesting if it will happen or not. Do many players get concussion in American Hockey League below and versus NHL? Where's Bozak landing? The St. Louis Blues or the Pittsburgh Penguins is my prediction of Tyler Bozak. That was not on his roster. That are not on this roster. Um, you have to go with Okinen. Okinen owned a lot of record for many of the Florida Panthers. Um, Johansson, when he played with Montreal, he was doing well until he got his injury at the eye every time that. He really have a bad shape after that. Never been the same kind of players. And what they have right now, you have to go maybe a 5 or 6. It's sad because honestly, he could be that Montour. That kind of player he is, Johnson, when he play at his best. That's kind of player he can carry on the puck, he move the puck, good on the offensive side, but he never been that kind of player anymore. So it's very difficult to reevaluate him because his injury, he did not have the chance to reach that quality, but he have a skill and potential to become that kind of player. Anybody in rookie camp going to surprise people, but at the end of the journey, the only 2 players we're talking about for me is to see what Norlander and honestly Jan Mezak going to do. I'm curious to see Pinard, RV Pinard. You see the rookie camp guys that give a chance to take some of the players there and to bring to the old camp at the training camp. But I expect those players. Now you have Gianni Fairbrother. I think that's another one. Cooley is still there. So those kind of goaltender, like William Trudeau and Whitney Kidney, those guys just watching them, right? But it's fun to watch for sure. Where's Jason Demes landing? Jason Demes is really a surprise. He's not nowhere yet. I tried to make a price tag, and you know what? A team could get him. For me, it would be Ottawa Senator, but they go with Olden and Michael another one. But I thought Ottawa Senator could have him. To be honest with you, a team like that could join that team. But I'm still not sure why he's not nowhere yet. Houston have a lot of promise, but after injuries, since the approach is not the same player at the helm. Yannick is the man. I went scuba diving on the boat and saw Eggblad on his boat. But no monkey, awesome. The time you scuba diving, I was referee. That on Norlander today will not see on a year in Sweden. Honestly, I did not see him today. Bad monkey, and on tap, I was exhausted. I came back, and I did not look my Twitter account almost nothing. I don't know if they signed players today. I know Edmonton others signed minor players. I was completely out today on social media, everything like that. And tomorrow night, I have, again, 3 more games to go. And next weekend, I have 9 games to do. But not only during the day. Ottawa has 9 defensemen. Yeah, but the experience I'm talking about, they have a lot most young defensemen in the lineup right now. The year Weber was out for a bit for the Habs, gave Johnson a chance to top pairing spot at Flourish. There'll be, I think, was twins game. Yeah, exactly, Yannick. I think after that, you got also Cal Fleury show up also for the Montreal Canadiens, and then it disappeared on the map. It would be interesting to see Josh Brooks, the next one over there. Let's back over there because now you pay me my curiosity, Mr. Johnny Golden. Let's go back here. Oops. See that list over there, guys? Raphael RV Pinard is the one I'm looking for. Now, Cam Ellis. That would be another one I would be curious. Really Kidney and Jan Maziak there, the 2. I don't trust, maybe Yannick or Johnny or Tap. Have a difficult time with yet Jesse Allen. I did not like what I saw with the Montreal Canadiens. Jennifer Brother and Caden Cooley, Matthias Norlander, those 3D. Zobolev and Trudeau, I don't know yet, and Virbredick is our defenseman over there. But honestly, Caden, Matthias, Jenny, with Jan Raleigh and Raphael, that's really my player and Cam Possible. That's 8 player I'm looking for. Pas de problème, mon régent. Bonne nuit, mon homme. -3 today, a totally off skate and bench in the third period. Top difficult day today. Coach, I think this year a COVID case got lower because I take French class. I have a chance to go to Montreal in the next couple of years. That'd be awesome. I wish you should go there. I will go with Flex, my Panther jersey. People love the Panthers anyway. Good night, Régent. Je te texte demain. Parfait, mon homme. Coach, if Bergevin did not trade Sergachev for Drouin, would be a better team. Yeah, but again, everything is, you know what I mean? Are you a better team if you keep Subban and you don't trade Weber? That's, you know what I mean? Are you a better team with Pacioretty without Tatar and Suzuki? Exactly, Yannick. Joshua Ways will be surprised to, you know what I mean? Like, you have to show. Harvey Pinal, good to look out for. Yeah, it's another one, you know, he's always been an underdog, right? And that's the one good. Norlander has to stay with the big team or go back to Sweden. I still think AHL could be the best, but it cannot happen. Yeah. I feel like he wants to go back over there. But that's maybe my feeling. Yesterday, I've not really been impressed with that, to be honest. He's just not developed as the top 6 scoring winger we expect. I agree with you about that one, Yannick. It was, when I watched him with Montreal this year, I feel like it was lost on the ice. But again, first game, nervous, I can't take it, right? But I did not follow him a lot with Laval Rocket, to be honest with you. He was a second round pick, I believe. So it will be interesting about him. From what I'm reading, Sweden is not doing a great job with him. You know, he's coming here at 21 years old. You have experience to play high level. I don't know if one more year with a man, it would be helping more him. I don't see Mike Bussey or Cam Neely on the roster. Yes, unfortunately, they are not there anymore. My older cousin from Arizona went to the same elementary school as us. Actually, they knew each other. Awesome. Here we go. Second round pick, 35. Thank you, Nick. Not yet, Ronnie. But one day, he's still young, right? It will be. Hey, you know what, Ronnie? I'll be honest with you about him. Is like he's a team right now. Is a defenseman number 3 and 4 because you have Edmund with him, McDonough around him, right? And then you have him. So one those two guys, what McDonough, it will leaving. In return that, he's going to get more minutes. And I think they will prove he can be and become a top 10 in NHL, I believe. Bonne nuit, mon Gaydon. Thank you so much, buddy. Prohibition. So it would be a breakthrough, I think. But he's still young, right? So he's going to be a period adaptation if you turn that. Coach, if Dandy Fabro has a great year as a second defenseman, could we see Eglin getting traded? No. Ekholm is going to be signed the next couple of weeks with Philip Forsberg. It could become that way with it. I think I have still the time we fix for him for sure. Yannick, about Joshua Roy. Coach, we talked about this before. Less than 20% of prospects actually make it to the NHL, and those less than 10% actually good. Don't they get too excited with Farm Templar? That's normal, right? If you go about a decade of a team, you're not going to see it's not happening a lot. Those players become a regular player consistency year after year. And then with the number you mentioned in our tap, I would say to you, the easy one, it's easy to see them, right? But after that, the second round, the third round, the fourth round, the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Let's see how Ireland does in Laval this year. Yeah. I don't give up on him, Johnny. I just said he was not too much impressed when I see him. Yeah, of course, you have some talent there. Now, again, it's another one we have to carry on from the AHL to the NHL. Now, tonight we talk about what you have to see at the camp for the rookie. Me, after that, I want to see what's going on at the training camp. I want to see Rand Poland over there. Really, I want to see Romanov, what he looked like this year, and Norlander. Can you do who is Mets Norlander next time? Yes, we can do that. Not a problem. So you just said it in the Montreal. He could be number 2 defense. You talk about who? Sergachev? Well, at his age right now, right? With the Montreal Canadiens right now, easily it would be the top 2 defensemen for Montreal at that moment. With Tampa Bay, with Edmund McDonald, I believe is a number 3 over there, right? He does some other things like McDonald cannot do, like offensive side, everything like that. But McDonald overall is a better complete defenseman. He's not there with Edmund. So right now with Tampa is number 3, but with other team in NHL, it could be number 1 or number 2. Number 1 would be hard, but I think the chair number 2 would be really, really the good one for him. Who do you think would be better, Caulfield or Zegras? I still believe Zegras will be the better one, but we'll see how he's going to develop, I'll be honest with you. Just have a lot of maturity. Do he want to get that threatening shot? But the talent is there. Just need to be more responsible. His coaches, responsive. Yeah, the time was very fixed him, Yannick, about Joshua Roy for sure. And then the point, definitely Zegras. Yes, Ronnie. Can you do who is Jesse Ilonen? You talk about, and Drouin is not in the top 100. Hey, coach, does anybody talk about Montreal Canadiens and the card collecting? Are you talking about the sport card collectible, or you talk about the NFT, but the collector? The drop one, or you talk about just the sport collecting? I learned it was a 35 overall pick in 2018. I don't know, guy was born in Arizona, by the way. Some people know that. He's a 6'1", 168 pounds, very light. He played one game in the NHL, to be honest with you. He passed his life. He passed his time in American Hockey League. And I would kill you a little bit more. Hold on. Everybody know he was born in Arizona. He played all his life in Finland, by the way. Well, his first year in the American Hockey League, little bit, you know what I mean, 29, played. You have 17 point guys with Laval Rocket. Not too bad at all, to be honest with you. He's just small. Like, he need to have more muscle, like Mike Johnny said earlier. But now he put him at 187 pounds on the elite prospect, guys. Anthony Manzano in the house. Don't forget to click on the likes. Absolutely right in our tab about that one over there. Yeah, but when you talk about the Habs, Butch, are you talking about the NFT for them, or are you talking about just the sport collectible? Here we go, Yannick. Justin Zordzeff. We just talked about him 2 days ago, buddy. Did you watch my video? You scout Everett Civil Sick. How's Dustin Wolf? Dustin Wolf have a great career in WHL, right? With Calgary, Edmonton, I believe. Dustin Wolf was underrated in NHL. With Everett Civil Sick. I'm sorry about that. But it was drafted by the Calgary. That's what I was said by the Flames. To have Max Strom, I feel he would be a good backup in NHL for sure. He's really underrated. Michael Devlano love him a lot. He did well everywhere he been. Would be interesting to see him where he can go there. Johnny, yeah. Would be interesting, Johnny, to see Alonen. Like I said, I did not know he was born in Arizona, to be honest with you. I had no clue he was born in Arizona. Because before the season starts, are you going to do a record prediction for each team, a point prediction, and what team would be win the President Trophy? Yes, Anthony. We do a video where I name all the trophy for each trophy and all kind of prediction like that, Anthony. Dustin Wolf was a 7th round still. Yes, sir. Sport collectible. Yes, Butch. Ronnie, Bob Biron, Lekonen, and Gallagher are all caused the injury. He won't show on the ice. That's why he can't trade these players. Well, the value of Paul Biron, it's nothing. Lekonen is average. You're going to get maybe a 3rd round pick in return, Lekonen. Maybe. Joe Gilton, who he was 165 last season. Yes, that's what I said, Yannick. You got a 20 pounds right there. That surprised me a lot. On his friend website, that's what he put, over 185. Coach, what are your thoughts on Justin Joseph on the Panthers prospect? What I was said to you about this is like I was trying to show to you, and I think I deleted it before the show. Did you see the show by the monkey? Did you see the video about the Florida Panthers? Here we go. Right here. Justin Joseph, center Vancouver WHL, is a 5'11", 173 pounds. He was drafted number 87 in 2020. Projected middle of the lineup players. Skating below average. Puck skill average. Hockey sense average. Compete above average. Joseph was one of the best players in WHL BC division this season as a great all-season player for Vancouver. Joseph has a high skill and compete level, is able to make a play through the defender that show flash, while also having the hard element to win a battle, a play around the net. He is not only is not that big or fast, but is compete and smart help make up for that, and he is a reliable 200-foot plus. He looked like a potential likely play on the wing side. So that's give you an idea what is or look like Justin Zordif. Guys, when you talk about the Hockey Nation Live Show, bring a lot of contents. That's what we do. And nobody knows us. Sorry, that was my. How many wins would the Spencer Knight have to win the Gallagher Trophy this year and turn the place first full coach? He would have to go with a season, a 45 game, a 40 game minimum, but more 45 game, and he would have to get about 30 W, to be honest with you. That's impressive. Okay, thanks, McKinchens. A bit the coach, so we don't get much of Gally either. A second and a player, he will lucky. Not really. Barry Gallagher right now, you get a first round pick. Like I said, you're going to have a great defenseman and a second round pick. The problem with Gallagher you're going to get is this problem with the contract. If the Gallagher contract would be for 3 years, he would get a better on the market. Drouin, I will wait. I think Drouin is the case. You have to see him the first 20 games of the season. You're welcome, Brother Monkey. Well, the problem with Soldiers, like he's an 87 overall pick, right? So expectations really low. He's going to be a bottom 6. I think a Lamico Listoranin, it could become that kind of plus. But again, it's not like big physicality. That would be not surprised if he make it. If I wouldn't be not surprised, Gator, if he don't make it, to be honest with you. That ladder is big for him. He's going to be a good American Hockey League for sure. Now, you never know, Gator. Sometimes players step up or they try and get better. You have an opportunity, boom, he get it. That's, I think, absolutely right about that, Gator. He can put 55 points if he does not listen to Montreal journalists. It could happen. Is the confidence going to get with Dominic Champ? Blue Jays win a double header tonight. I heard like it was a crazy game, the first one. I don't know. They lose and then finally they win. Let's go Blue Jays on the top. Okay, I got to have a good night, everybody. Yannick, always a pleasure to have you, buddy. Have a great night. I will see you Monday. Ray-Ban back in the house. Ray-Ban, I believe that defenseman is from the intern. I think one of the intern going to get at some point. He's going to make that. Is it Norlander, Cooley, Harris, Fairbrother, Brooks? That could be from inside. My second problem I'm going to get, like I mentioned tonight, we don't have a defenseman anymore, number one. I think Montreal will need to sign a UFA at some point. That's the reason I trade Gallagher. Just kidding. But that will be some point they have to figure out that one. He was picked only last year. That lot of time to develop. Oh, yeah, definitely about that. But it's not easy, 87. Justin, he played on WHL. He's with the Vancouver Canadiens right now to follow him. So it'll be interesting what he's going to do for the upcoming season. He did not play a lot of games last season. He was off. By the way, Connor Bedard scored 2 goals today at the preseason game and WHL. Go Expo. Yes, sir. His highest value contract was going on get a first round. Get it on least he eat 50% on it. If you trade him for the first round pick, it's time to trade him. And 2 years, this too late. No. One more for likes. Don't forget to click on the likes, like he said, by the monkey. Who is the more like new between the team out of these two Kingdom Kirsten? Both of them are not going to make the team this year. Again, Gildon is still on the development, to be honest with you, by the monkey. So I would not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be, um, um, I'm sorry, I'm looking for something. Um, no, both them, I'll be surprised they can, you know what I mean? Like, Kuden is still too young to make it, honestly. Um, so don't expect that for him yet. I tried to give you a good answer. But again, you have to remember about the late draft. Sometimes they got trade late or they got draft late, and they never, like Tanner Glass for Florida, he got draft 9 round by the Florida Panthers, play 527 game in NHL. Philippe Kuba, 8 round pick. He played 836 game in NHL. McKenzie was 226 right now, 7 round pick. Yeah, Bunny Monkey, for sure. The real language have too much to get player. David Bolt was a million times better at Wigger, can only dream. I've been. David Bolt has a strange career. Coach, you saying Bergeron office, what player will you trade in what? Right now, Ronnie, they need a defenseman number one. It depends who do you targeting. That's the problem with that part of that. So, they are limited to trade. Unfortunately, they don't have a lot other effects. Zuski Caulfield now. Kokenemi, they just lost Kokenemi. So to get a great, they are the only two they can do. And I don't think so it's good enough anymore. So for me, you're not going to get that kind of players, unfortunately, right now. I think you have to come for the intern at that moment. But if you trade right now, I said Gallagher have maybe the best chance to bring something solid right now. If you talk about a veteran player in the team, Anderson have a good stock market in NHL. Anderson this year, if he can score 20 goals, his stock market is going to increase. On defense, they don't have anybody as I mean, like Romanov, everything like that. They are not like great in the stock market. They have trade the pick of Wigard to the Cats. Huh? I'm not sure about that. I don't think so. Nobody gave a great or two. Nobody would give a great first or second. Well, the only way you can do that in our tap is straight, like I said, um, Suzuki, Caulfield, or maybe Divorak. You have to put, yeah. But at the end of the day, if you're looking for the first round, yeah. I think Wigard, I'll be honestly, Gaylor, for Wigard is this year. I want to see him. Is it just like, you know, is it someone he can play the level he played last season. If he does this, he's going to be a great with the Florida Panthers. But it will be interesting to see that. I'm not sure about this one. About that. Thanks for all the likes tonight, guys. I appreciate that. The, honestly, right now, I will not touch Caulfield Suzuki for sure at any moment. And then maybe Devorak. Because the Devorak station with a contract at 4.5 is so cheap. I would not trade him at all. So that they are the three players. Now, on the defense, I have to see one more year Romanov. Carey Price not going nowhere because obviously his contract at $10 million, I will keep him. They are really the 3-4 players I would keep around right now at that moment. Everybody else, if you trade something like Anderson with a first round pick, you maybe get a defenseman caliber first round, like that one over there. The Blackhawks will still have the best jersey, but the women will soon make them rename the team and change the logo anyway. You should choose the Habs. That was talking about this one at some point. It would be interesting to go there. Gali to settle Cal Fleury center. Now, Cal Fleury, Johnny, is never going to be a great defenseman in NHL, unfortunately. You know what I mean? You need a solid. So you need like a Quinn Hughes. You need like a top, a Roman Ozzy. You need that kind of that defenseman you need. If not, it's not worth it. Do you think Devon Toes has one hit wonder? How's one hit? I'm not sure your question, Bunny Monkey. If 2 or 4 the young prospect defensemen walk out, then concentrated between exchange was after that. That would flash for a return. The problem with B3 not going to get a lot is the 33, 34 years old, carry on a good salary, $5 million. And then P3 on the right share is a defenseman number 3 or 4. At that level, it's a bit expensive. So the best you can get P3 at the trade deadline is a second round pick, I believe. And again, to get him as another defenseman, you're not helping your team. Who from the 21 draft is more NHL ready? It'll be interesting to see Lee Sell with the Boston Bruins. That will be the one right there. The rest, I don't see a lot. Powers does that play anyway. William Eglam will be another one I was looking to see over there. Many of them are already college, right? But that's really the most what I believe. But the rest, they will not go back. They will almost go back home. Will we get along together? We have the same vision. Awesome, Ronnie. Glad to hear that. I mean, do you think Devon those was a one-hit wonder? Many players from last year have things to prove. No. Devon Toes, prior to that one, have an amazing great year with the New York Calendars. That's the reason Kalalu paid a lot to get him. If I remember, they got 2 second-round pick for Devon Toes. Devon Toes, it's a little bit a second-best defenseman at any team. He's not number 1, but he can carry on the second chair or the third chair for any team. In my book. Wait, coach, are you sure Gally would get a better return, a better? Yes. Tonight, at that moment, yes. What you got from Getty right now is on his peak as a hockey player. The last 2 years is on his peak. So Jeff Petrie overall, I'll give you an example in our tap. Right? What Jeff Petrie did you see last year? Did you see the Jeff Petrie first half, or did you see Jeff Petrie the second half? That's what Jeff Petrie is, a defenseman number 3 or 4. The consistency of Jeff Petrie to be at 82 game and perform, it's not who he is. So that's the reason I say Gallagher. I not said the defensemen are not easy to find in our tap. The Jeff Petrie, right? Minus 13 with 0 goal and 22 game at the second part of the season. He was played like the best top 10 defenseman in NHL at the first 28 game. And he was played the last 28 game, one of the worst top 100 defensemen in NHL last season. That gives you an idea and on top why we are not great as a defenseman. Petrie is not a second best defenseman at any time. He's a defenseman more as a third or fourth defenseman. Jeff Petrie is over 30 years old. He's 32, 33. 31, yes, you're absolutely right, Banner Monkey. We cannot make more, but that's another story. Now, last season, he had 42 points. Right? And NHL, right? You have 28, 42, 46, 40, 42. That was maybe his best year in NHL last season and 55 games. That's what Jeff Petrie is. He's 33 years old right now. He's going to turn 34 this year. Okay? So in my book, the good thing, you have a 12, 13, 11 goal. But minus 30, minus 5, minus 10. This year, plus 6. If you check his season, last season, great first part, and then the second he struggled. He played about an average 22 minutes. So he played, I'll be honest with you, as a defenseman number 4, a 3. He's a great defenseman. But he's not a number 1. He's not number 2. And he carry on a contract of $6.2 million until 24, 25. He's going to be 34, 35, 36, 37 at the end of his contract. Too much money for Jeff Petrie at that moment over there. And for him, as a defenseman, many teams will not get him because his salary is too long for the get one over there. But I can understand what you think about not many defensemen in NHL. For the Montreal, he's looking great because we don't have that kind of defenseman like him. The guy can carry on the puck. If Banner Monkey, if Johnny Gaudreau got traded, Boston, Philadelphia is going to be that way. Tag about that. That's what we talked earlier about that one over there. Exactly like Philippe Danault. That's the problem with Montreal. That's the problem. That's the reason you trade Gallagher. That'd be great if you can trade Gallagher right now and to get that kind of first defenseman you need. in NHL. Right now, the Carolina, the Colorado, they were looking more for as a center. But I believe Colorado will maybe pick a Gallagher. And I think the target for Montreal will be Samuel Girard. Me, I was Marc Bergevin. I will knock the door to Colorado, and I will be sure I trade Gallagher the $6.2 million on that trade to get Samuel Girard. And I will ask them, what do you need with Gallagher? I'm talking about Samuel Girard. And I don't say you have him. It could be any other defenseman prototype like Samuel Girard, a guy with like Charlie McAvoy, a player like this in NHL. Uh, no, I said to you on top, you add more with him. Now you can keep Montour. But that's the way you get that part tap. You try to find a place where you can get that kind of young at 23, 24 years old, but they are hard to find, and the team does not want to trade that kind of players. Yeah, right? But you cannot cut his pay. The prime rate ban is he's going to get $6.5 million until he got 35 years old for 6 more years, 5 more years. Roberto gonna go nowhere. You got it right. That's why the reason tonight we talk about the trade Gallagher. It's because losing Gallagher with what Montreal has right now as a winger, they are solid. And on top, I would say to you, I would be curious what you can get in return. That would be my question. You know what I mean? Like I don't say like Samuel Girard. You know what I mean? Like I just mentioned a name right there, but like earlier, Banamonkey said Devon Toes, right? But Devon Toes is another Jeff Petrie overall. And you cannot get him. You need to better at Jeff Petrie. You need better at Devon Toes. And there are not many. That's the problem. You be cautious. Yeah. I agree with Coach. You have to give a little to get love. No. Yeah. Yes, Ronnie. You have to. But that quarterback Montreal does not have that will help Montreal. And the reason right now, like I mentioned again, they have Hoffman, they have Toffoli, they have Anderson, they have Drouin, they have Armia, they have Perrault, and they have Lekonen, they have Biron, they have Gallagher. And all the winger, the one that have the most market, I believe, is Anderson and Gallagher. They are the two forward, like Montreal can trade, one of the two, and with a pick, whatever it is, and a young defenseman to get that kind of defenseman Montreal to have as a number one. That's what I'm talking about. A quarterback, like, you know what I mean? Like a Jake Sanderson, it will become a Quinn Hughes, you know? That's a great comment here, Ray-Ban. That's the reason why. The reason in our tab, Huberto, the question was asking him, would you like to play Montreal? He said, yes, I would like to play Montreal. But he never said, I want to come to Montreal. He would like to play Montreal, but he never said, I want to play in Montreal. The Huberto, the Barkov, and Ekblad have, each one of them have their own business facilities, condominium live here. The family Huberto come in Florida every winter time. The Huberto can maybe come in Montreal at 38 years old, 37 years old, 38. That's it. Now, if you want to have Huberto next year, turn 30 years old, offer him $11 million. Can he accept $11 million for 8 years? I'll give you $88 million. That will put Montreal in trouble, but you can get Huberto. But again, the Gallagher don't go nowhere. I understand that part over there. But a Gallagher to stay with Montreal going to hurt Montreal a long term. Not to next year, maybe not this year, maybe not next following year. But the last 4 years, his contract is going to destroy completely Montreal Canadiens because he cannot produce like he would do. A Gallagher at 6.5, at 10 goals per year, 50 goal max. That'll be hard. No, Ronnie, I said the players can be traded, have a great market value. It's Anderson, a Gallagher, and Montreal Canadiens. I did not say trade them. I said they are the good market about that. You're not going to trade one-to-one Gallagher like Enotap said. Enotap, he said, he's agree with that. Gallagher is not a one-to-one. But if you do a package deal, that's possible. You add Gallagher with that part over there. Now, the only way Gallagher we're helping Montreal, and I think they have a chance. And he cannot play the level he played before, like a first line, everything like that. If you put him on the chair number 3 line, he's going to be fine. But you still pay him $6.5 million. But what he bring around on the table, not many players does it. The spy plug, and find the net, and the catalyzer, everything like that. So he get money for extra money for what he bring around his style to play. But he's not a Brand Martian, right? He's not like, so my point tonight was just said, the time he's on the peak, maybe it's maybe a good time to trade him to get a great defenseman, number one, if they know Weber is not coming back. Because we have a lot of great forward winger to produce like Gallagher. Ray-Ban, you're never going to get one piece, a great defenseman, number one, for Gallagher. You get Gallagher, a first-round pick, maybe with your best defenseman, Norlander, and now you get the best defenseman, like Quinn Hughes, example. But at any moment, you go to get Gallagher for a Samuel Girard. You cannot, trade Gallagher 1-to-1. But you trade Norlander, a first-round pick, a Gallagher, right? For maybe a defenseman I'm talking about. But you have to find that defenseman, and they have to find also what the team is missing for them to get better. Absolutely right, Gator. The problem in tap, he cannot use him as a Corey Perry at $6.5 million. But that's the point about the monkey. To fix this, you have to get a $9 million spent on the defenseman. The beauty of this is Weber, if you retire, that open up that kind of money for the Montreal Canadiens. Not really, Johnny, because he's really right there. It's like he's maybe at the, like Top said, his market is right here. He's not going to go another big step over there, right? And look, Vegas, they got $7 million of Fleury open up. They turn around, they get that enough. That's not make the Vegas better today. If you trade Gallagher, go get something we're going to make your team better with a package deal. That's my point. I would give the Habs the 22-20 Stanley Cup before I would send our platters to China. What defensemen are F next season? Habs should get the top. The Morgan Riley is the number one defenseman next year as a UFA. After that, you have another generation of lower, like the Lane Home after that. Because you have no money for get him. And Hamilton is not. Hamilton is a good defenseman, but not an amazing defenseman. There are many defensemen in NHL better to him. I would take 5-time John Carlson before Doug Hamilton. But that would be the Ray-Ban Crawford. I'm not sure about that one. But Ronnie, that would be the good time for Shea Weber leaving. Now they open up the $7.5 million and go get a Morgan Riley. Go get that kind of person. I personally think Hamilton is overrated. It's the second, that way is great. On that way is not great. That's the problem. Ray-Ban is taking the quiz. You know, like Chris Letang, 35 years old. Do you want him? It may be too late, right? You have Giordano next year. Ramus Ristolainen. You have Lingholm. The best is Markin Riley. Do we get Ryan Pulak, John Glenburn, John Mason, Connor Murphy, Chicago. Adam Fox. I don't know why Adam Fox is a UFA. Why UFA? Adam Fox. Nobody knows that? They are the best defensemen next year. This is friendly question now for Gary. Eller, you propose the first one is Girard. No, no. What I said in our tap at the beginning was like that over there. Where with Gallagher, if you trade him, whatever is along with a you need to looking for what your team is missing. What you don't have. Because Gallagher and the market is, it will give that possibility to get those kind of players. So Gallagher, I don't say you're going to get a first round pick, a Sami Jarira 1-to-1 like this. I understand that part of that. But the value of Gallagher, or the team want to win a Stanley Cup, and you have a chance to put your name to have Gallagher, it will give you the first round pick and return. Because Gallagher is that prototype like this. All right? A long term, but when you have the window is open up right now to win a Stanley Cup. And you have a chance to put Gallagher and your team at that moment, the value of Gallagher is high. But of course, you're not going to become a top 20 best defenseman plus a first round pick for Gallagher. The value is not there. But the value of Gallagher is high in NHL. And I think someone bring Vancouver. I think you can do something right there with Vancouver, but maybe. I don't know. But that's what happened. Gallagher is not a top 20 defenseman or a top 40 for a first round pick against him. But use Gallagher to get you don't have. We have Gallagher and the team on the proximity of offensive goal. We have that kind of proximity. We have a cheaper price. Sometime in hockey, whatever the love you have, like Tampa Bay make a mistake right now with Steven Stamkos. Steven Stamkos is targeting the last year and this year, right? It's high. He's maybe his best right now to get trade him. But he would keep him like Pittsburgh make a mistake with Letang, Malkin, and Crosby. They are stuck at 35 years old, and the team don't go nowhere. My point is, right now, to trade one like him at 29, Montreal is going to die with Jeff Petrie. He's 33 years old. Too late. Same thing with Ben Chariot. They're going to die with him if they keep him until 35, 36. Sometime, That's what I'm talking about. Don't wait too late to trade someone. But that's exactly Johnny Golden. And I understand what he brings to the Montreal Canadiens. I understand what he does. All the stuff I understand. It's fun to watch, and we love him. But you have some right now, and the Montreal Canadiens, he's maybe the most players right now on the market to get the most in return. It's Brendan Gallagher. You're going to tell me Suzuki Caulfield understand that. As the player they have right now, Josh Anderson and Brendan Gallagher are the most best value market you can get in return. That's what you have to look about this. That's the reason I said maybe it's time to trade him. I don't say you have to. And I'm not Marc Bergevin. I was just trying to give you a perspective. Sometimes it's better to trade someone at the right time at when it's too late. I don't think so. He's thinking that way. I think for him, what I can understand for Enotap, right? I need to go all the way up right now. Hold on. Not a problem, Ray-Ban. I'm sorry I did not see your stuff. I agree with you, Johnny, about that one. Now, what I can see for Enotap is this part. He does not believe his market is high. He does not believe he a first round pick, or he does not believe he can get a top defenseman with him for Gallagher. Completely understand this part. My point to you, back to you, we said, maybe it's time to trade him to get something what Montreal need right now as a defenseman number one. I don't know the trade in our tap. I don't know who is going to be with, or I don't know what they can do. My point is like maybe it's the time, maybe at that moment, to trade him. If you talk about Philip Forsberg, Peter Forsberg, Forsberg was unbelievable. And unfortunately, I never liked Eric Lindros. That's another story. But if I don't go with anyway with talent versus talent, for me, Philip Forsberg. It's funny because you mentioned two players right now got hurt with injuries. Hopefully, you know that makes sense what I said to you about that. And again, I don't know his mark. I don't know his value all the way. You know what I mean? Like you and me or anybody else don't know the value of Gallagher. I don't know at the end of the day. But my question tonight was, is it maybe the time to trade him? That was my question tonight. Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. And then after that, you can reevaluate what you can get to get a defenseman number one. And what you said, it's hard to find a defenseman like Petrie. I agree with you. Like, it's hard to get a defenseman like him. You know, like a Devon Toews, every time that. But in my book, Jeff Petrie is not a defenseman number one in my book. It's more like a defenseman number three. Like right now, in my book, Sergachev is defenseman number three for the Tampa Bay Lightnings. Yes, but the prime go to get Gallagher is I don't see Gallagher produce at 33, 34, 35. So, example, this year, he can get 25 goal. Following year, possible, but after that, it'll be hard. Um, that's a good question, Johnny, but which one he got? Well, Johnny, he did it. He traded Subban. He traded Sergachev. And I think on the Sergachev, it's easy to say, oh, he should get more. But at that moment, he go that way. I can tell you that, Ronnie, Shea Weber does not eat chip. Shea Weber, he don't drink. And Shea Weber does not listen to Netflix. Not at $6.5 million in her tap. He trade Max Pacioretty, by the way, Johnny. I would not be agree. I'm not agree with you, Ronnie, about Shea Weber. Um, I will give you an example about the monkey. Shea Down played 1,540 game in NHL. He has 400 goal in NHL, 972 point in NHL. Does it make sense? And what he bring around in NHL, he won the King Classy and the McMacy Leadership Award. He really built the NHL in Arizona. He become one of the best over there, and that's I tried to get on the NHL. Um, Hold on. When someone asking me a question, I need to check this. I don't get it. I was trying to give to you the how many, what he was leading in goal game gun. Hold on, for Anderson. Yes, Johnny. Cole, do you think? Yes, I answer that one. He's close to the Hall of Fame material. Which one in our tap? You talk about. Have to go, Cole, Johnny. Played for tomorrow night. Awesome, Johnny. Enjoy. But those was a great national and Team Canada. Yep. No, coach. He does not. The thing is not longer on the ice. He will not be on the locker room. This is my point. No, it's like for the respect, Johnny. Like any team, and not Johnny but Ronnie. You don't remove the captain or player. He's still on your roster. Does it make sense? Like he's not there because he's on injury. But because he's on injury, you don't remove the captain of the any team. It's not Shea Weber. Steve Stamkos was not. He was out last season. They did not take him as captain. See out. That's what happening. Makes sense? That's the reason to do that. Uh, you talk about Rick Nash? Shador. Of course, in the top. Yeah, 1,500 game in NHL in our top. 21 years in NHL, guys. And he played all with the same team. Just there, it's qualified as the greatness over there. You have been said they don't need to be shown the way to the final. They have been there. Yeah, you take out the C Nash. You talk about Rick Nash, Body Monkey. You only take off remove the C when he's retired or he's really by himself. Said, look, I prefer to give my captaincy to someone else. Joe Thornton did it with San Jose Sharks. It was coming from the players and gave back this captaincy. Yes, Bottom Monkey. I don't know, Ronnie, what you're talking about. Try to find out. No, Rick Nash. No, Sean Down have a better career at Rick Nash. Rick Nash have 1,000 game, 437 goal, 805 point. He played 15 years in NHL. He's close at 500 goal. I don't say he will, but he would be close. Come on, coach. You don't know he won't be back. We don't know yet. We're only going to know when he will go to announce his retirement. And he's not going to announce this year. He's getting $7 million anyway. And then after that, the money is over. He's getting what, $2 million per year after that? Something like that. And he's good for 42 years old. So that's what happened with that part over there. But it's not because he don't want to give back the C. It's the team does it. The team does it. Shea Weber, Ronnie, is one of the best defensemen in the history in NHL. Professional like him, not many. He's maybe one of the top players as a professional hockey player. That's what Shaber is. Yeah, not many captain and history in it, Montreal Canadiens, as the kind of leadership Shea Weber did in NHL. Not many. And I'm talking about great captain. Shea Weber, that's what kind of professional he was. I don't know if he will be back. You know what I mean? I don't know. We don't know that. But I would never, as a management, and he will knock my door, said, Coach or Mark, I want to give back my C. And I would said, you're going to keep it until you are done to play hockey. And the players will refuse, as Shea Weber gave back the captain. He's one of the most classy players in NHL. That's what is Shea Weber. Sometimes to be a captain, your action show more at what you talk inside. That's what Shea Weber has been. Um, and the reason they don't go yet with that is because they don't know what happened with Shea Weber. That's the reason they don't do that until. And tomorrow, Buddy Monkey, good night, buddy. And between you and me right now, who's going to be a captain of the team at that moment? Who do you give the captain right now as the captain of the team right now for the Montreal Canadiens? Which one right now you believe he should be captain for Montreal Canadiens? We have 6 minutes, midnight, I'm done. And this was the worst, it was the worst mistake. Bunram said Gallagher, welcome aboard Bunram. Don't forget to click on the likes. That wouldn't be a bad choice to give it. Okay, the C would be on Weber. That's made the team better. Good night, Coach Matthew Weiss. Evil. How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much, Bulram. Raven, good night, buddy. The Bird. Love you, buddy. A captain, you don't need a captain. You don't need to have a captain running. If you think or feel a captain make a team better, I don't believe it. Everybody inside that team should be a captain. Everyone. It should bring the lead and lead by example. Everybody should push someone beside him to encourage and praise that player over there. It's Likonen to Weber, to Carey Price, to Joel Armia, to Suzuki, to Caulfield. Everybody should have a C in the captain and their jersey. If you want to build a team together, that's what it takes. That kind of the captain inside of you to make the team better. It's not one, it's everybody. I would say me, in life or in team, you're all captain. But prove it, you are captain. Because everybody wants to be a captain at a young age, at youth travel. And the same thing in junior. You don't need to be a captain of your jersey to show the leadership inside. So for me, the Weber, if he's there, or you know your best captain of Montreal Canadiens? It's Gallagher. And you don't wear the C. Because he shows every night what a captain should do. But you don't need to put him a captain to do that. That's for me a captain is. The guy show up early before everybody. The guy leave after everybody. The guy pick up the trash inside the locker room. And the guy pick up the puck and the bottle of water. Take up all the stick on the board and the bench. Those kind of stuff like this make someone better, make a captain. But everybody does it, sharing their job. That's what you need. So the way the Montreal Canadiens go all the way at the end. Yes, Weber as the captain, but it was Price. It was Chiarot. He was Gallagher. He was someone else, Corey Perry. He was Eric Starr. So those people talk each other and they said that's what it takes. That's what we need. That's what we can become. That rally is not Shea Weber. It was Gallagher. It was someone active, talking loud. The Weber, calm, quiet. If something happening, Weber will step up. That's what Weber is. He's another kind of the captain. But for me, everybody should be a captain. Everybody should have an A on their jersey. Show who you are. But I understand what you mean because you feel like you should give the captain if he's not there. He's still part of the team. He's still there around the team. If I was the manager, lots of things could change. Well, that's what, because Ronnie, you and me, that's why right now we talk like this because we are not management. Scorchy in the house. Not a problem, Minotti. Yes. Atlanta is back. See you Monday in OTAP. I will do my best to produce video tomorrow. I cannot guarantee you something. Busy day tomorrow. Great day for the Jays, Scorchy. They won the double header. They can come back. We're still, what, 2 more weeks? 3 more weeks? 21 days. Yeah, 3 more weeks. It was pretty neat to have a background like that tonight. It's near 12 o'clock. Yes. Coach should go. You hold me here because you talk about hockey. I died talking about hockey. If you have to move Gallagher, Chiarot, then do it. Hockey is a business. Yes, Coachy. If you get the right players, have you done that? That's some GM got it. Some GM are like that. Sometime a player become an icon, and the only icon I believe on that team right now is Carey Price. That's the only one I believe he will not be traded until maybe at the end to give him a chance to win the Stanley Cup. But otherwise, Carey Price is going to be the only one I believe in that team over there. And I said maybe it will happen to others, but that moment is it. That's my feelings. That's what we talk all night about me. I said that. I love Gallagher. But what is the Markel Gallagher? I don't know. But I believe Montreal need a defenseman, number one. And I think right now with all the winger we have, I think we can maybe get something good in return. Not 1-1, but a package deal with Gallagher to suck it up his salary and then maybe get a defenseman, number one, a puck mover, something like that. A prototype player like Samuel Girard or someone like that. I can say Rask could be top 10. Talk about a goaltender for Boston. Hopefully it's not Victor Rask for Minnesota. Not a problem, Adam. It's happened to everybody. Hopefully, have an amazing, great weekend. Talking about I'm late. A coach said it's late now. It's 12 o'clock. It's Saturday. We did 3 hours. For Saturday, it's pretty good. We love talking about hockey, but unfortunately, tomorrow we are off. Not off, but coach, I have so many things to do tomorrow, and I have an engagement tomorrow night to play and to ref hockey, so I cannot be there tonight, tomorrow night. So I'll be back Monday morning, 11 o'clock, and Monday night, 9 o'clock p.m., all week next week again. So we'll see happen. This guy won $5 million. They should not have a captain. I agree, but when I see this, they don't play every night. Yeah, so it's under the discussion running about that. Oh, yeah, they used to be that way in our tap. Long time ago, they was face-to-face, but they changed it because the advantage of the penalty box. That's the reason they did that. And that's the reason they do that. Really? Already? Adam? So, that's the reason they moved the both bench together so they have the same chance to carry on the bench at the penalty box. That's wow. I don't know what is the rookie cameras, them. I did not look about that. Not really in our tap. Uh, like in the past, thank you, Ronnie. Thank you, Atlanta. In the past, in our tap, so the Montreal Canadiens it was like 3 feet. So when the penalty was over, they can change the players. But Toronto had to cross all the way the ice to get to their bench. Does it make sense? Yes, sir. Scorchy. 31 days in NHL. More offside, more act, more slash, and cheaper when players are going off. Long chance in the second period. Um, Not more offside. Not allowed. And no, that no. The only reason it was to give no chance for the home base team to have to change the player side by side. That's the reason why they changed the rules. I think they talk about him, but I'm not sure he can make it. I really believe the reason him, the ladder over there with the Vegas, Adam, is hard because the Nolan Patrick and also the Peyton Krebs does not give a chance a lot, honestly, to Caden to make the team. Let's do more outside hockey, as Atlanta said. But I think he's going to be good for Anderson again next year. No, he's still a RFA. One of the 8 players are not signed yet. Sorry about that. I like the you background. Thank you, Scotchy. I appreciate that. Was a really deep day for everybody in America, to be honest with you. And for the rest of the world, I think that day changed life, the perspective life for many ways. But you're welcome, Scotchy. Hi, Coach Frenchy. If you have a nice dream, I must end your dream. Always, Ronnie. Why not put bench on the penalty box for team one and a side on the bench and box for the team two outside? What do you think did not do that in our tap? What are they are waiting for, you think? Um, I think the experience first for the player to get better, and also the ladder and Vegas guy is set up right. Um, yes, Atlanta. Uh, and on tap, it's easy because every bench you remove in the building is a cost. So the NHL do not want to give advantage to any team to have two time, but all game the peanut box beside the team. They decide if they do that, that give advantage for the home team. So now you could say to me, oh yeah, but they play 41 time at home. Yes, but at the end of the day, during the same game they play, they want to be sure we don't take another advantage to another team. You know that. Oh, Nolan, I think for me, right, it's about, it's under the RFA. They try to compare themselves with other players. And then I think he's waiting to see is it a 1 year contract. I believe if I was Vegas, I would give him a 1 year contract, see what he looked like. And then after that, you sign him for a longer. And then you tell them this. You negotiate them, say, look, we're going to give you $2 million this year. If you produce 20 points, 30 points, 40 points, 50 points, 60 points, that's what we're going to negotiate already tonight for the upcoming 5 years, 3 years, or 7, 8 years for you. Because they was just beside their bench. And when you do that, you advantage the team when the bench is beside. When the player is on the opposite side all night long, you get 5 penalties, and now the player have to sit on the ice, whatever is the decision. And when the team is beside, the players go straight to the bench. That's the reason. The 911 was a heart-stopping day. Yes. Yeah, I can. If Perry retire and Samuel goes out, we are doing the Lightning's goal. Yes, sir, Atlanta. Here we go, and on top, I give you the answer. Yes, I know, Ronnie. So in 1978, 1979, to remove an unfair advantage that some team have in their own ring where the player bench was located on the same side of the ice as the penalty bench, you can explanation. Yes, I know. It's because we talk about hockey. You know, I could be a captain, Ronnie, because I'm always over delivery all the time. For me, it's important that people can live here. At least I answer to all the question. I will never leave if I cannot answer someone. Because that time in our tap, they have friends side, like the penalty box Montreal was here, and then you can go to Boston or someone else. The penalty box was on another side, and that's that they make everywhere fair to get that penalty box beside. The second thing, if you do that the way you're talking about, you're going to remove bench inside the building and changing an extra door and expand another box and someone there, and then the scorekeeper of the people work for NHL have to be at the same location. That's the reason they make all the same place at the same time. The Hurricane almost lost two Appalachian State tonight in football. Possible? I can't. I don't know. I only know is the Ohio State got upset today in football by Oregon, and the Texas A&M, when A&M came back to beat Colorado at the last minute. You're welcome, again, I understand your point of view. For you, I understand that. It's just like I just give you what the NHL said. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day. But I believe that's the reason why. And I think that's fair that way at the end of the day. But I think the NHL should hire me as a commissioner. All my point was good, valid last week. Just kidding. All right, guys. I wish you an amazing, great night. Listen, it was an amazing, great. Again, we have 36 likes. We step up again. We show what we can do. It was great to meet a lot of people tonight. Some people come back. We have a couple new people. Everything like that. So it was great. And again, Enotap, Atlanta, and Ronnie, and other people are in the chat. We just want to say to you, thank you so much again to be a part of the show. We are not here tomorrow. We are back Monday at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, with or without Michael Divileno. We'll see what happens about that. Not a problem, Tap. Always a pleasure. And it's always love to do that, to be honest with you. So thank you very much, everybody. And I wish you an amazing, great Sunday, fun day. That's how I call it this Sunday. Funny Sunday. It's always fun day. Good night, everybody. Here I stand by myself on my own. What if I lose all control and take a step out into the unknown? Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? Really
a surprise. I'd rather want you to
Good night, Zenit. We love you too, buddy.
be.
Glad to see you, Caroline, tonight.
What do I know?
Good night, Atlanta. Salut.